one last question. How to influence kids born in this country to accept our God? They argue with science.
They argue with
Science. Science, Swamiji.
They argue with science, you mean?
Yes.
I didn't get you, Mala. What is it? They argue with?
Science. The kids are arguing with giving the science. How to help them accept our God who are born in this country.
Okay. Tell those kids to give the kids my phone number and I'll tell them. Tell them, give them only one example. Kids, if they are kids, you may be in the 10th grade, you may be in the 12th grade, or you may be in the college, you may be in the PhD. But remember, 10,000 top-notch scientists working for CERN program, Center for European Nuclear Research. They found one simple fermion is there missing in the fundamental theory. A couple of years back, they conducted a huge experiment somewhere miles and miles below the ground. If that experiment fails, half of Europe will be blown off. But they still took the risk thinking that it is sure. And by doing that reaction, if they can detect that missing particle, yes, the theory of Big Bang theory can be explained. And when they came to name the particle, 10,000 topmost scientists from all walks of life, from all over the world, of different religious backgrounds, agreed on only one name for that particle called God particle. Tell them to read about God particle, then they will not have this kind of doubts. Tell them, my kid, you are still in the 10th grade, 12th grade, college or PhD, but remember you are not a research scientist in Center for European Nuclear Research, where 10,000 scientists from all over the world are working non-stop day and night. And when they came to name a particle which is beyond their level of imagination, the only name they all agreed upon was God particle. It is just a Fermi boson, but still they called it a God particle. That itself speaks volumes. And even the great scientist Einstein, I don't know how many of these people are Einsteins, he said God doesn't play dice with nature. Every advanced scientist, including the great Heisenberg who gave the uncertainty principle, compared his uncertainty principle of the advanced relativistic quantum mechanics to one principle called, you know what that one principle called? Jivatma Paramatma Tattvam. They are all top-notch Nobel laureates. They all believed in God because they know there are certain things which are beyond our level. So tell your kids, if they're still not happy, okay, tell your kid, hey, tell me one shlokam in Bhagavad Gita. Most of the kids who are arguing may not be able to chant shlokas from Bhagavad Gita. Give them a best example. Look, there was a famous scientist, Oppenheimer, during 1940s, 44 or so, when the first nuclear explosion happened in the deserts of New Mexico. When that nuclear explosion, the nuclear weapon has to be tested before they dropped it in Japan, Nagasaki, Hiroshima. You know, the great chief of the atomic energy program, Oppenheimer, when the controlled test reactor was blown, when the controlled test site that exploded, the nuclear device was exploded, guess what he said? Only a verse from Bhagavad Gita. What Lord Krishna said in Vishwarupa Darshana Yogam, Kalosmi Lokakshaya Krat Pravruddho, Lokan Samahartumiha Pravruttaha, Rute Pitva Nabhavishyanti Sarve, Yevastita Parchanikesha Yodhaha. What are these kids talking about? They are not yet PhDs, they are not yet Nobel laureates, they are not the chairmen of Atomic Energy Commission, and Oppenheimer, the chairman of the Manhattan Project. It is nicknamed as Manhattan Project. For the first controlled nuclear reaction that exploded, he quoted only Bhagavad Gita and said, my God, 5,000 years back, what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita about that great cosmic energy called Krishna, I could see it now in front of my eyes. I think that will definitely convince those kids, because they are very good kids. They will stand for reason of Oppenheimer or CARN project. Okay, ma?
Swamiji.